This is Welt. Piping. Some people call it ribbing. All kinds of names. But it's Welt. Welt cord. You wrap vinyl around this. Sew it into your seats. It looks really pretty. Get this hole. I just been leaving it on my shelf under my sewing machine. And I just kind of like uncoil some and then sew and then uncoil some. It's stupid because I should have took the time to finally mount this. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. This was, I think, 1,000 yards, which is 3,000 feet. And I've used that much of it. It was all the way full. I've sewn a lot of this, but there's still so much left, like on this. So this hole is like a little over an inch. It would be easier, probably cheaper, to go to Ace Hardware right down the street, buy me a dowel rod and some mounting brackets for that dowel rod. I don't do that. So I had this piece of 3/4 plywood up there, and I used my Sawzall and just cut this piece off right here. This was like this. Cut this off with this really dull blade. Not fun. I got that off. Then I was like, oh, I need to make it round because it will not fit in the hole. See? Actually. Well, that side will, but I don't cut even, so this side won't. But I want to make it round so this will roll on my rod. I'm going to have to figure out some kind of bracket to mount this to the table. I want to mount it underneath this table to feed into that. We'll see. So what I'm doing now is trying to make this end closer to this end. Actually, I'm trying to make this end the same size. So I took, don't tell my husband, but I borrowed his snap-on die grinder, or whatever this thing is. And it was working, but it just was taking forever. So then I was like, I have a belt sander. Boom. Belt sander. So now, it's going to be really loud. I'm going to put it on a time lapse. You can watch me turn this into that. So I kind of did it-ish. There's a little place where there was a knot. I don't care. This goes in here. So it doesn't really matter. Nobody's ever going to look at this except me. I did take the time to soften the edges. I have a really strange habit of getting splinters under my fingernails. Like, I've had it happen 3 times. Like, when I, like all the way under my fingernails. So I don't want to take a chance of this doing that, because it is some of the worst pain I've ever experienced. I've had 2 children. It's bad. Anyways, so I did soften and round off these edges. Not that it matters. I was gonna like try to make it super round, but I don't think that it needs to be round. I almost think it would do better oblong like that, because my head, and it might not work this way. This will roll and then kind of like not too freely roll. If this were perfectly round, it would just keep rolling. I feel like it being oblong like this, just because it's a piece of plywood, it would kind of stop after, like, I'd have to make it turn. It's silly, but whatever. So here's the trick. Let's see if it's gonna fit. There, this seems kind of dirty. Oh! Hey, it worked. Let's see. Oh, it was back. Okay, well, the oblong didn't matter, but it will fix my problem. I just have to make sure that I mount it so it comes off. I guess I'm gonna have to take this apart whenever I want to mount. When this one runs out and I have to change it, I'll have to, I don't know. Now let's figure out how we're gonna mount it to the table. So I was definitely in the middle of a project when I decided I needed to do this, particularly because I'm sewing Welt. I haven't sewn Welt in a while. So I've kind of crap just everywhere. But let's go under the sew table and see how we're gonna mount this. I might mount it to the sewing machine, but I also might mount it to
I ended
my
up deciding
table
to
that it
use
butts up
2
against.
pieces of wood hanging down from the side of the work table, which would hold the dowel and allow the welt cord to roll. You know, I like to give everyone a fair chance, and the dull blade on the Ryobi skill saw was no exception. Brought it out one more time, lopped off those 2 2x4 pieces. Here I am making a notch and using the spade bit to drill some 1-inch holes in the bottom. I eyeball them as close as I can, and it's clearly not square on my cut there. I also try to utilize all the tools in the toolbox because I can. Why not? I'm not a carpenter. Like any good make-believe carpenter, here I am notching out some more of those good old lips. I'm going to drill some pilot holes for my screws to go in so I don't have to fight that.
I was going to use the leftover pieces of my plywood and realized I didn't have a good way to secure it to my 2x6s without splitting the wood. So out comes this piece of 2x4 I had laying around. Probably should have what I used to begin with. Anyways, this is going to go in here. Like, oh, let me move my sanding table. This is going to go in here. And it really doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't need washers or anything because I'm gonna put I don't know, like a cotter pin or something outside this edge. I pre-drilled a pilot hole here. So this is gonna mount on the inside of my table wall, whatever it's called. And that's a 2x6. So I just notched out this notch so that it could sit up against that. I didn't have to drill all the way through this and be more secure. So I'll run some screws through my pilot holes into that, and then whee, should work. So now I got plenty of room, and if I did like a cotter pin, that would work for being able to take it off instead of like a screw or something. I have cotter pins. I'm probably just going to use a nail. These nails that I have, those are too big. I'm going to take this nail, drill me a hole that wide. Now the issue I'm going to have is if it turns over, I'll bend it. I'm going to bend the nail. I'm going to put it in there and then, let's see. Maybe I won't bend it. Let me get a hammer. I'm slipping everywhere on sawdust. So I'm gonna try to bend this nail. I don't really. Oh yeah, that'll work. Be my own little cotter pin. You don't need nails. Yes, I do. So that's what I'm gonna do. So this nail looks to me to be small. I don't know what size. We're gonna go with small. So, come back over here to the wood shop. Find me a drill bit that's a little bit bigger than this, and it might be the one that's already in there. Because I want to be able to take this in and out. That's pretty good. I might just go with that. So, run me a hole. Should I do one on both sides? We'll try it without the inside, just the outside. Aw. Knew that crap was gonna happen. Split it. Man, I should have. That's why I didn't use the plywood for my mounts. I went a little faster and let the bit eat the wood. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and bend one while I got it. Look at that. It's like, oops. All right. So we're gonna go in here on this side. But oh, stop moving. Go ahead and bend it. That way, yeah, that'll work. Whee. So this will be on the outside. Hope my wood doesn't split too much. Oh, that's not gonna work. Good thing I tested it. Look at that. What is this? Okay, so I had to do something else. Now I done bend it. I can't get it unbent. I got it too close. It needs to stick out more like a cotter pin and less like a nail that I bent around. Ah, stop moving. This should not be so complicated. I'm also not a carpenter. KG upholstery, not carpentry. I'm just saying. I'm not scared to do my own work, but what are you doing? You got a hammer. Stop. Put it in the hole. There we go. Alright. Throw that one away. So, I need some more nails. So, let me get some vice grips. Okay, let's try this. Clamp them down. I have a vice in my other shop. I don't want to talk about it. It's hard. So we're gonna, that's not tight enough. We're gonna bend them 2 times. This is really dumb, but that's what we're doing. So. Okay. Excuse me. You ever have people, like, you know, people who just make things way harder than they have to be, like, almost for fun, like for a challenge? It's me. I do that. Oh, for sure, too much. I like walk around singing, you got to know when to fold them. Because sometimes I don't know when to fold them. Sometimes I don't know when to walk away. It's now. It is now. I'm gonna have to pick up some cotter pins. I'm pretty sure that my husband has some. I just like solving problems with what I have. I just like being my own answer. Okay, I guess I can go ahead and do this side. Cotter pin is probably gonna be the answer. Okay, let's see it now. Like, this is all that it's gonna do is that. Should I put a washer on it? I don't have a washer that big. This is dumb. I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I went and looked at a boat this morning to hopefully recover. It's a pretty nice boat. I take it as a compliment when someone with a very nice, what I would call expensive boat, calls me to recover the seats. Man, I mean, it's just like, wow, what a compliment. So the sucky thing about this is I'm gonna have to bend this once I get it all mounted. Sounds like a problem for another day. Now you can see what I'm talking about, what I'm working with. I built this table by myself. I did. You know, I don't like waiting around for people. I also don't like bothering people. If I can do something on my own, I'm going to. Ow! Even if it means hitting my head. So the sewing machine is here-ish, like where my presser foot is, somewhere like in this area. So if I could have the welt come out, oh wait, there's a sewing machine there. If I could come out on this side of that box, that'd be ideal. So I think it needs to go closer to you. So we're gonna do, oh shoot, I'm breaking junk. I never get under here. I'm kind of scared of what might be living here. We won't think about that. So I'm gonna get this started. I'm gonna pilot hole like this. Super smart. I don't even know if you can see this. You'll have to see the other one. I might have to. That'll work. Where's the other one? I lost it. How did it get lost? Hey, look. I'm sure I needed that some other time. This is what drives me nuts. I swear I was headed. Oh. Okay, I'm back. I got nails everywhere. Okay, so I know this is long enough to hold it. So I need to know where to mount the other one. Actually, I think I could do it. I'm about to put another screw up there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's use my nail to mark. Why is it like that? Where I want this thing to go. I want it to have some play, so I'm gonna put the outside there. Get my screw. Pre-drill this puppy in my pilot hole. Like this. Oh, because I didn't cut it very straight. Always makes me feel like it's tighter when it gets a good impact on it. Ooh, that's tight. That's close right there. Not enough fit. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do. So it needs to come off this way, right? Like toilet paper. Did you put your, how do you do your toilet paper? Hey, that's not funny. There we go. Now, whoa. Let's roll it back up. Oh my God, this is so cool. Okay, now I gotta get my nail in here. I don't even know if you could see this. Oh shoot, I need to pre-hammer my nail. Got my nail. I gotta bend the end. Oh, that's not tight enough. Husky for the win on the vice grips. Vice on the run. Too tight. Too tight. Okay. Okay, that works. Ow, crap. Now, y'all cannot see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna pull you out here. Still videoing. Alright. So, here goes. Should I leave this open? Well, here's the test. If I do this, what? I'm just saying, I'm pretty not dumb. I'm pleased. I'm doing it the wrong way so that I can see. Yeah, I need another nail screw up there. If you don't tell anybody, I won't. That it's kind of floppy. See this? I don't think, I mean, it's gonna fall out eventually. Maybe if I just bend it a smidge, like a little bit. Let's see. I should be able to get that out. Would you just look at that? By God. I'm just saying, thank you, Lord, for some knowledge. I don't know why this side's so tight. I guess because of the way that it is. Oh boy. There we go. All it took was 75 tools. But I didn't get hurt. That's a That's a bonus. I'm just saying. Chevy Kite, the carpenter. There's no squares allowed in my carpentry. Examinations. Is that what you have to do, is like pass a test with carpentry like you do with welding? I don't know. Alright, let's see what it looks like. See how it works. Okay, here's the test. I'm gonna have to find something to put under my table here to guide it. Okay. My table. Huh. Oh boy, that is perfect. Let me show you what I can. Let me see. You want to see? Let me show you. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Do you see that? That's perfect. Can you believe I did that? Like with my foot? I'm just saying. Here you go. What I might do is put me like an eye bolt or something back at the back of the table, and then one here. You see it feeds up right here. Like just like that. Right to the foot. See the pressure foot? I'm just saying. I mean, I'm sure other people have ways to hold their welt, but I have struggled with this for longer than I care to admit. I'm saying, look at that. Oh boy. Can't tell me nothing. Now I have to wind all this back up. Alright, let me see what I can do for... Ooh, I have an idea. Stay tuned. Okay, okay. Ah! Oh my god! Ow! Ow! Are you kidding me? What in the... What? Honestly, it really doesn't even hurt. It's gonna hurt when I pull it out. I can't believe I just did that. You see this? You see this? This just happened. Thank God. I keep my pressure low. Oh, it's starting to burn. Ah! Ah! I don't want to. Ah! Ow! Oh my God. This was in my hand. This was in my... How stupid. Ah, now I have to get a Band-Aid. Bleed everywhere. Oh my God. Oh my God, that's, you know, it's one thing to shoot yourself in the hand with a stapler when you're working and you're like, oh, I'm so like aggravated and like, oh, I gotta stop this. What happens around here? Let's use some leftover vinyl. Oh, that's the wrong side. Not the absorbent side of vinyl. God almighty, that hurt. Oh boy. Man, and I think it's so, oh my God. Oh my God. Ah! Oh my God. This is not even supposed to work like this. I keep this right here for that reason, because I have shot myself with the stapler too many times to count. It's embarrassing. I can't believe I just did that. Okay. That crisis is diverted. Clean that mess up later. Take two. Okay. I got my stapler. Oh my God. And I have, where did it go? Oh, it rolled away in the excitement. This roll of bungee cord, it's like paracord, but it's stretchy. I don't even know if you can see that, but it's 8-inch. It's a big roll, it's like 100 feet off of Amazon. I bought it for a project I was doing. It didn't really work out, so I just have it laying around. So what I'm gonna do is staple table on my hand. A couple pieces of this, one in the back and one in the front. There's no moving stuff that it will cause a problem, so aside from the stapler. So I cut it about 2 inches, maybe 2.5, however long that is. And then I'm gonna use my stapler and staple it Probably would have been easier to do this when it was out. I'm gonna do one at the back. And then a little bit of a loop. So the goal for this, for me, is to guide where this comes out freely. So I'm gonna feed it through there, like that. And then it'll keep it out from under my knees. It's kind of snug, but I really like the bungee. And then when I move the table, if I ever have to, I'll just slide it out. It's not affixed to it at all. So then I'm gonna do this one, like right here. Let me get some light. Don't shoot yourself. Don't shoot yourself. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I'm just like, okay. So, solved that problem. I don't know, I kind of went, oh, it's wrapped around. Like that. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? By gosh. See that? Let's take a picture of that. So, that is my little mod. There you go. Welt is now readily available. Only earlier I got that hung up and I was all like, oh look, and I didn't get hurt. Oh, I feel so dumb. Like really, really stupid. So I might, when I'm not using it, I'm gonna put one more, just because I can. Because I feel like if that gets loose, I might be taking a chance that I can't fix. So I'm gonna put another one right here. Like that. Take it out of here, feed it into this. I really like this. Except this one is too loose. Add a little staple. Snug it up. There we go. Fix that problem. Now, it's like it was made that way. My gosh. Man. I really like it. So I'm gonna give you a little view of what the purpose is. It's a good bit of resistance, but that's good sometimes. We'll have to see. I may end up finding out that I don't like where it's at actually. So you take it, you wrap your material around it like that, fold it in half, and then you sew a seam right there. I'm not gonna cut this off because this is just trash. I'll slide this off. But this is welt. This is what I call welt. Some people call it piping. Some people call ribbing. I've heard it called a lot of things. But you can buy this by the roll, just like this, or you can just cut the material off of your project vinyl or cloth and make your own. I have never bought any pre-made. Maybe I won't. Let's cut this off. Yeah, pretty tight. That's it. That's the Welt